Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a very exciting first impressions video. I grabbed some new from Juvia's place. I grabbed their two new collaboration quads. So this is the one called the Disco Palette by Fumi x Juvia's place. If you guys don't follow Fumi on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing with your lives. And then this is the Melissa x Juvia's place quad. I don't follow her, but I definitely have checked out some of her beautiful looks with this palette, etc. So I'm so excited! And then I also figured, since I was placing an order, let me get the Yummy and Juvia's Place palette. So I did get that as well. I think this is going to be such a fun palette for the springtime. I have so much new makeup to play with, you guys. I'm so freaking excited. And then I had a birthday coupon with Ulta because December is my birthday month. And I bought some more of the Juvia's Place lipsticks because these are so great. And Ulta was doing a deal where if you bought two, you got one free. And I had $10 off, so I got 3 of these for like under 20 bucks, which, listen, I was incredibly jazzed about. The obsession is so real with Juvia's Place, guys. I think I have one in my purse right now, but I have some of her other nudes that originally launched. And I bought their mystery bag for Black Friday, and I got one of their new berry shades. So I also have the shade Rouge, which I have not put on my lips yet, but I love the Juvia's Place lipstick formula. So I'm just slowly making up my collection as we go along. But today I thought I would play with the Disco palette. I'm so excited. You guys know I love colorful eyeshadow. I'm really excited to play with the Melissa palette too. But I think I'm going to save these two and do individual videos on all of the quads. Hopefully that works out for you guys as well. But I'm so pumped. And after this, I'm going to film my best of 2020. Oh my gosh, I just went around the room and like pulled all of my favorite products. I feel like the video is going to be like 100 hours long. I'm trying really hard not to go overboard, but the pile is pretty big. The pile is pretty big. Anyway, they always wrap their stuff like this. It's double wrapped inside the box, which I love. And I just love that she did these blues. I wish that Juvia's Place would do a green quad. I'm so ready for them to do something green, because I do feel like these shades you can kind of find dupes for in the Wahala 2 palette, which has like a whole row of blue eyeshadows. But we're not mad. We're not mad about it. So let's go ahead and swatch this palette. So before I continue to blabber on about makeup, I just want to introduce myself. If you are new to my channel, my name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. So in case you guys didn't know this about me, I feel like I need to work this into my intro somehow, but I am originally from Sri Lanka, so I didn't grow up in the US. I moved here when I was 18 years old to go to college, and after college I just ended up staying here, so that is where I get my tan from. I am originally Sri Lankan. My mom and dad are both Sri Lankan, and yeah, we're very close to India and we are very close to the equator, so most people from my country do have a very island skin tone. I've been on YouTube for so long that I don't really feel the need to repeat that over and over again. If you look in my description box, it does say that I am Sri Lankan, so I feel like I have my bases covered. But since my channel has grown quite a bit this year, I feel like I need to just reiterate that this is my skin tone. I'm tan. All my foundation shades are listed down in my description box as well. Hopefully that's kind of a good, gentle reminder to you guys that this is my skin tone. And when I say that I started my channel to help tan girls, it is very genuine, because it's a problem I really had when I first got on YouTube, was that I couldn't find people that looked like me that did swatches and talked about products that were tan girl friendly. So I genuinely did decide to take matters into my own hands and started my own channel. And if you are new to my channel, you might not know I do have soft boxes in my room. So I have 3 soft boxes, 2 that light me, and then 1 that lights up my background. So if I do look washed out on screen, it can happen, but I'm doing the best I can. I'm not a professional videographer or movie maker. This is purely a hobby for me, so I just want to give you guys those disclaimers. If you want to see my complexion, I think a really good judge would be to go to my Instagram. I think my true skin tone shows up a lot better in photos, only because on video I need to use a lot more light, because in editing and looking at it afterwards, it looks a lot darker, and I think it's harder for you guys to see the makeup. So doing the best I can. My husband helps me with all my tech stuff, so I try to present everything as true to color as I can, but I just wanted to provide that disclaimer. This might be the only time I talk about this in 2020. Hopefully, if you guys have any questions, you can ask me down in the comments. But let's swatch this baby. So I know a lot of people absolutely refuse to buy eyeshadow palettes with pressed glitters in them. And listen, I understand, okay? It's not for everyone, but I don't mind. This, oh my gosh, oh my god, look at my finger. Ah, that is so freaking pretty. If I was really brave with like doing smoky eyes, I would throw that all over my lid. And then this is the second pressed glitter. It's like a beautiful blue. The blackened one with the tons of silver flakes definitely has a base to it, whereas the blue is just blue glitter. And then this matte blue I heard is epic. And then there's the metallic blue. So there are the swatches of the 4 shades in this quad. So pretty. I think this definitely goes with the theme, the disco theme. And I love Fumi's hair in the packaging here because, I mean, I feel like this hair is iconic when it comes to disco. Okay guys, so I'm going to start off with the matte blue in the crease. It's the only matte shade in the palette, so there's not really a whole lot of options as far as that goes. But I always tend to take the dark mattes way too high up into my crease. So I'm going to try and use this kind of flat shader / blending brush to concentrate it very much into my crease and not pull it up too high. And I'm going to try and blend as softly as I can without getting too wild because I have like very deep set eyes. And if I pull it up too high, it kind of looks like I took a hit in the face. So I'm trying to not let it get too wild and crazy. Such a pretty blue. I've been so into matte blues, especially like almost like navy blues this year. The one in the bubblegum palette from BH is also a really pretty navy blue. So I'm happy to see that the color is kind of making a comeback. It's almost like a alternate to a shade like black. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the blue where it is for now, and I'm gonna go into the Valhalla 2 because I kind of want to find a lighter blue shade to blend up to the crease. So I'm gonna go into Wicked, which is like a periwinkle, and I'm just gonna blend the outer edges a little bit and go up a little bit higher. But I'm kind of using the lighter blue to soften the edges of the shade from the Fumi palette. I don't know if you need to do this, but I'm trying really hard not to look like I got hit in the eye. Oh my gosh. Color is so pretty. Wicked is such a pretty color. Okay, I'm going to go into a little bit of Dream too. That's a beautiful blue. And again, I'm going to stick that on the lower part of my crease. I think the Valhalla palette has been my favorite Juvia's Place launch of 2020. They've had some really good ones though, like those little mini palettes. The 6-pan palettes have been so gorgeous as well. Okay, I like my crease now. I'm going to go back into the disco palette and I'm going to tap on the blue, and I'm really going to try and build that up on the outer corner because I want like a nice dramatic dark blue. This is hard. This is harder than it looks, but this blue is definitely finicky in my opinion. Tons of fallout, but ooh, I really like how dark and mysterious that looks. Oh my gosh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna put on the metallic shade on the lid, and for that I'm just gonna use a flat brush. I think I should wet this because I feel like that helps the shadows perform to their full potential. This is such a pretty color. It's almost like a teal green blue. Wow, I picked up a lot. I definitely picked up a lot of it. And I've really been enjoying putting shimmer in my crease. I know it's kind of a no-no, but it doesn't really bother me as much as I thought it would. Okay, so I have a ton of fallout. I don't know if you can see it. Not a fan of the fallout situation. Just gonna tap on more of that matte. Definitely see why I do my eyes first. And then I think I'm gonna put on a little bit of glitter. I'm just gonna stick to that flat brush and oh gosh, it is so crumbly. Okay, the blue glitter in the Fumi palette is too dark. It's not really showing up, so I'm gonna grab some from the Wahala palette. I don't know, do I like this? Is this working? Okay, there we go, that's better. I think the lighter blue, a little bit more contrasting with the metallic. I feel like the darker blue is almost like too dark to stand out on this eyeshadow, but oh my gosh, you guys, the fallout is absolutely unprecedented. So I'm going to clean up underneath my eyes. I'm going to do my foundation off camera and I will be back to show you guys the final look. Okay guys, so I finished up the eye makeup. I did add some Lethal liner in my waterline. I use this one called Analog and it's a beautiful periwinkle shade. And then I use the matte blue from this palette and some of the blues from the Wahala palette to do my lower lash line. And then in my inner corner, I use this white shade called Fame just to kind of brighten up the inner corner. On my face is the Gucci Beauty foundation, which I have been testing out, and my tried and true Kevyn Aucoin concealer. And then for my lip is the Juvia's Place Berry Lip Shade in Rouge, and I just got this from their mystery box. I definitely had a heck of a time applying it because of the shape of the bullet. It does take some getting used to, so application is not perfect. And then I just used like a random burgundy shade lip liner that I had in my collection just to kind of line my lips to hopefully try and keep everything together. And then my highlight is my new favorite. This is from Glamlight Milk and Cookies. I've been loving this. I just love how skin-like it looks on my skin and super glowy. So that's kind of the rundown on everything on my face. I had so much fun playing with makeup once I turned the camera off. Once I did the eyeshadow look, I just kept playing and I did my hair and I put these hoops on and everything. So everything will be linked in my description box. I've been trying really hard to do that for you guys. And just so you guys know, if you are shopping, the links in my description box, they are typically affiliate links, so I will make a small commission, which helps my channel out because I can put that money right back into my channel for buying new makeup and testing things out for you guys. So as far as the Disco palette, which is the Juvia's Place x Fumi collab, I honestly struggle with this palette. I was expecting to have an easy breezy time with this because my friends have been loving this and I've been hearing them and I've seen videos where it seems like this palette was going to be such a breeze. But for me, I had a hard time, and typically I don't dislike Juvia's Place palettes, but this one, first impression, was rough. The matte blue is beautiful, but I don't think it was that easy to blend, to be very honest with you guys. Pressed glitter, I think, is just the wrong tone for the shimmer shade. I would typically put the glitter on top of a metallic shadow, or I guess you could pack this on top of a glitter glue, but there is no base to this glitter, so you would really have to pack it on if you don't put a shadow underneath, because your skin would show underneath the glitter because there's no base. Like when I swatched it, do you guys remember? You could see my skin and then you could see the glitter. That's the effect it would give on the eyes. So I feel like they should have picked a shade that was more complementary to the one metallic shade in this palette. This glitter seemed beautiful because it has a black base, so I think this would make a stunning smoky eye look, almost like a one eyeshadow look. Or I would take like a really nice black pencil liner or a black eyeshadow and kind of put that on as the first layer and then use this on the eyelid. And then I would put this on all over the eyelid, and I think that would be such a beautiful New Year's look. But I feel like this shade is the wrong tone, or it should have had a base if it was meant to be paired with this color. This shade with this metallic shade, it's not very complementary, so it looks really odd because this metallic shade definitely leans more teal. So usually I don't want to be like overly critical on my first impressions, but I'm not that impressed with this palette. I was really expecting much more and to have like an easier time with it. So I will keep you guys posted on how things progress. We still have two other palettes to try from Juvia's Place. I still have this one and the Yummy palette to try out. So I will keep you guys posted. As far as which palette you should really get from Juvia's Place, I feel like if you're looking at all these minis, I would go straight for the Wahala 2 because this has basically all the shades in 3 palettes, and I think overall you'll end up saving more money if you just grab this one on a sale. And this also has that multi-chrome shade called Fake in it, which is so fabulous, and I love this packaging. So I know the Wahala 2 isn't the newest palette from Juvia's Place. I feel like you don't need this one if you have the Wahala 2 palette, and that's just my honest opinion on that. As far as the lip shade, I definitely feel like I need more practice. The formula definitely feels like the formula I'm used to with the other lipsticks from Juvia's Place. I just always think when it comes to reds and it's a matte lipstick and a bullet lipstick, you're always going to have a bit of a tougher time applying it because you want to perfect those edges and things like that. That's kind of why I like liquid lipsticks, because it's way easier to carve out your lips with a liquid lipstick wand. So those are just my first impression thoughts. Overall, I still love this look. I feel very 4th of July. I feel very Kylie Sailor collection, so I'm not mad about it, but I was expecting to have an easier time with the quad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure you guys aren't surprised about that at all. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick first impressions. Let me know if you picked up any of these products from Juvia's Place. I know they are one of those brands that have been launching quite a few things towards the end of the year. I'm guessing that they had issues with COVID and stuff like that. That's just my speculation. I don't actually know for sure, but it definitely felt like they had way more releases closer to the end of the year. I'm assuming that it was Voldemort related. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you in my next video soon. Bye!